hey, listen, I definitely do not intend to make a habit of 2 a.m. streams. This was not the intent. I was laying in bed, not even wearing makeup, and I just to be really honest, I could not stop thinking about what do I do about this issue? Because we've been trying for the past 2 days to get footage to Tim Pool of the Bolduc debate. We've been trying for 2 straight days to get him this footage, and I understand he's a busy guy. This is not a knock on him. I'm sure he has a million different things going on, and he doesn't always check the channel, and so I completely get it that he didn't have a chance to see it. But Tim, you said on your show today, in the afternoon stream and then on the show tonight, that you needed the full, complete footage from the Don Bolduc debate. We have it. We have been trying to send it to you. I have sent it to you in your DMs on Twitter. I sent you a DM on Instagram. I emailed your website with the general email address on the website. I DM'd Luke because I thought maybe he could pass it on to you, and it's in his DMs. I've DM'd Ian and on Twitter and Facebook. I have, and again, I'm not knocking anyone. This is not like a slight on anyone. I've reached out to like everyone that I can think of that we might have in common to try to get you this footage because you need to see this footage, Tim. You need to see this footage. And this has nothing to do with me. I Tim, you are one of the very few people that is, and my computer's just started flashing, so I don't know, maybe we're gonna short circuit at any moment. You are one of the very few people that I can think of that will be able to tell the story that needs to be told in the way it needs to be told. Don Bolduc assaulted a protester for asking him questions about the war. He then faked that that protester had assaulted him and tried to get the protester arrested, and actually no, didn't even try, was successful at getting the protester arrested, even though the protester did not assault him, Tim. We have the footage for you. I've sent it to you. I'm gonna play it on this stream as well. The full complete footage, not the 10-second clip. The full complete footage from the moment that Don Bolduc gets there until the moment he goes in the building. We have everything. And I understand that a lot of people were sending you things, and I certainly really appreciate the people who have been trying to get in touch with you. So I understand how it could get lost in the shuffle, and I understand how you don't necessarily check all your different platforms and devices. I'm sure you don't even manage those devices. I'm sure you have a team of people to do it for you, so I get it. But you have the footage. You have it. I'm going to right now, and I will add this to the description of the stream before I go to back to bed tonight, so you'll have it. But I right now am putting the link to the Facebook where this footage is, and we're gonna watch it on the stream for people who haven't seen it. I've already played it like 3 times, but just in case you haven't seen it, it is pinned to the top of the stream right now. That link is to the Facebook post made by a Don Bolduc supporter. It wasn't made by us. It was made by a Don Bolduc supporter. So, any idea that this was an intentional thing and we're just trying to set you up, like, I understand why you have those concerns, Tim. I really do. I get it. But you need to see the footage to see that we're not doing that. And I have to tell you guys, and this is just a general statement, I cannot tell you how many people we have reached out to about this. This is shocking to me. This is genuinely shocking to me that a candidate for Senate days before the election assaults a protester for asking him a question in a parking lot, goes into the debate, says in the debate that he was assaulted, when he was not, that goes all over the media, all over the conservative media who are lying about this. And we have all the footage. We have all of it. Everything. And no one will cover it. We didn't expect conservative media to cover it because that would require them admitting that they are wrong, which they will never do. And Joe is going to have a massive lawsuit on his hands. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to see Joe's lawsuit. So we started sending it out to the lefty media because God knows they don't want Don Bolduc to win. And it's been crickets, except for Seth Abramson on Twitter, who wrote an amazing thread, who got absolutely everything correct in that thread. You might not like his politics, fine. I don't like them either. But he got everything about the situation correct. Everything. And it's all backed up with video. And we can't get anyone to cover it. So, Tim, the reason I'm harping on you is because you might be the only person who can cover this. And we don't have that long. The election is on Tuesday. I'm not asking you to lie. I'm not asking you to shill for a candidate. I'm just asking you to cover this story because it deserves to be covered. And I don't know why there are more journalists clamoring to cover this story, especially from the lefty press. Washington Post was sniffing around it. Maybe they'll cover it still. Maybe they won't. I don't know. There have been several outlets that have been sniffing around it. I don't get it. It boggles my mind. Well, Jason said super chatting Tim is a waste of money. It's basically a gamble. Well, yeah, I mean, and I knew that going into it, and I'm happy to try it, and you know, just see what happens. And I know he sees the super chats even if he doesn't read them, so at least it was that. But I don't mind super chatting to try to get his attention when it's important. It's just really frustrating. Anyway, what I want to do now, so no one can't say that I don't actually have the footage that I say I have, is that I want to actually show you guys the footage. And I'm just going to play this start to finish. So I did a stream yesterday. If you want a full analysis of this footage with me doing like a play-by-play analysis of what happened, you need to watch the stream I did yesterday. Well, I guess that would be 2 days ago now. What It's Saturday now. Well, where I am, it's Saturday. So Friday's at Thursday, I guess. The previous live stream to this. And I did a full breakdown. I showed you, I talked through every part of it. For those who don't know, I was there. I'm with the LPNH. I'm a member in the LPNH. I don't hold any leadership position or anything. We were all there to support Jeremy Kauffman, who had been excluded from the debate. We were waving signs. We were taunting supporters. Yes, yeah, okay, fine, I did. And then all this went down, and our friend got arrested for doing nothing wrong. And so this is the last shot. I don't know what else to do, man. I just really don't know, and was laying in bed and something in my head said to do this. So we're going to give it a try. Anyway, I want to watch this footage. This footage is 8 minutes long. This footage starts from the moment that Don Bolduc arrived. This footage ends when Don Bolduc enters the building. So I'm just going to play all of it straight through. And that way, no one can say that I didn't do everything I could in the world to make sure that this footage got out as far as humanly possible. All right, so let me play this. I'm just going to go to full screen with it, and then we will come back and have a little chat, and then I'm going back to bed. Oh. What's going on? There it is.
What happened, Julian? We're here at the St. Anselm College, the New Hampshire Institute of Politics, on Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, at the before the debate organized by WMUR. And this is Bolduc, the U.S. Senate candidate for the Republicans. You can see. So yeah, General Don Bolduc is down here to shake hands with all the supporters that been here in the dark, holding all the signs this way too.
We got this.
So
You can win. That's right, man. You are gonna win. We got this. Now it's time to take
all right. God bless you, General. Win. Win. We see this gentleman got arrested. So there you have it. Here we at the St. Anselm College, New Hampshire Institute of Politics on Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, at the rally side wave by both parties to support a candidate for the U.S. Senate debate between the Republican candidate, General Don Bolduc, and Maggie Hassan for the Democrat. So it's almost 7 o'clock right now.
Great job, young lady.
My pleasure. Thank you. And it's a huge turnout from both sides of the parties to support their candidate. And actually, the Libertarian over there, Republican U.S. Senate, Don Bolduc and Maggie Hassan. It's very high energy, energetic, and like National Committeeman Chris Akers said earlier, this debate is organized by.
Okay, I think that's enough. That is the complete footage that Tim Pool has asked for. I didn't do any commentary over that footage. I didn't edit that footage. That footage was played live off of the Facebook link that I have linked to in the top of the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. I will make sure it is in the description before I go to bed. But that is the full and complete footage that Tim is looking for. I don't know how else to get it to him, guys. So if anyone can help me get it to him, that would be great. Now, because I have more people on this stream than I've had on other streams that I've done about this topic, I want to ask you guys, do you want me to show you the other footage? Have you seen the other footage? Let me put a poll in the chat. I'll show it to you. I will deprive myself of more sleep. Do you want me to show the other footage of the Bolduc hoax? I'm calling it the Bolduc hoax because if you don't know what this is and you just joined, I put the poll in the chat, and let me just get everyone up to speed. If you don't know what this is, Don Bolduc, who is the Republican nominee for Senate in New Hampshire, assaulted an anti-war protester at the debate the other day. He then went on stage at the debate and announced that he had been assaulted. He got the person he said assaulted him arrested, but there was no assault. Don Bolduc lied on the debate stage. Conservative media ran with that lie. And we've been trying to get everyone we can think of to cover this. And I know Tim knows about this, but Tim has now said twice today, that he needed the full footage. I have been trying to get him the full footage all day. We just watched it. And what he wants to, and I respect why he's doing this. I understand. What he wants to make sure of is that we're not trying to snow him by fancy editing. He wants to see the whole thing for himself. And I'm just trying to get, we have what you are asking for. So if you guys can help me get this to Tim, that would be really great. The Facebook link is in the top of the chat. Okay, it looks like people want to see the other footage. So let me just stop that poll. I'm going to do another poll real quick, though. I need to set up for a second. So I'm going to do another poll. Have you seen all the footage yet? Have you seen the footage yet? I'm just curious how many of you have actually seen our footage from this. Okay. So now, and what I mean by that is there have been several clips of this floating around because we have it from multiple angles. And so the first clip is exactly what you saw tonight. The first clip that we have is, let's just watch that real quick. This is the actual, do I have the sound set up on this still? Yes. This is the actual assault that Benny Johnson, I think, was the first to share the video I posted on Twitter. I posted this on Twitter the night that it happened. And then Benny Johnson took it and said it was an attack. So let me just show you. This is that footage starting here. So that was the original footage that was posted, that I posted on Twitter. Then Benny Johnson took it and said that an unhinged lunatic had assaulted Don Bolduc. We have this from multiple angles, and I'm going to show you the different angles, and I'm going to show you it way slowed down. And it seems as though most of you have not seen the footage. Okay. I am sacrificing sleep for all of you. Do not judge my makeupless face too harshly, please, because I did not expect to do this tonight. I just have to get the other footage set up real quick. And it is all on my Twitter, guys. All of the footage, if you haven't been following this, all of the footage that we have is on my Twitter, Dr. Carlin B. There's footage from several different people, different camera angles. I have retweeted everyone that has been covering this. So anytime someone has new footage, and we're actually working on even more angles right now, that will be available. All right. Is that the one I want? Yes, this is one of the ones I want. This is Ian's. Hang on. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at, but there is purpose for you not being able to see it because there's certain things I don't want you to see. But just hang out for a second if you wouldn't mind. Bill is a joke. There we go. All right. So we are going to start with Ian Freeman's footage. This one is the most widely circulated one, because it just was. This one has about 68,000 views. That's the correct one. All right. So this is going to show you the footage from multiple angles. I will walk you guys through some of this because I know that not everyone, most of you, actually 81% of you haven't seen the footage yet, which I just think is crazy. So I'm happy to do a little bit of a walkthrough for it, just so you guys can understand what happened if I need to like rewind stuff or stuff like that. So let me just get this set up.
I'm not on the property. You are. No, God. You are. You're on your back. Hang on the camera. When did I go on the property? When? He's getting your When? You can take his camera. Please take his camera. When was I on the property? I I wasn't on the property. I didn't see it. Hey, I was just right there. The sidewalk is right there. I was not on the property. You witnessed it. You witnessed it. You guys witnessed. I was not trespassing. You're good, man. You're good. They take them off. Take them off.
That's basically it. Hang on. So what I want to do, so that I just basically wanted to let the full footage play without me doing commentary on it. But because so many of you haven't seen this before, let me just do a quick update. A lot more people have joined, and thank you guys for joining me at 2 a.m. So the situation is this. Don Bolduc is the Republican nominee for Senate in New Hampshire. He has surged in the last couple of days. He is now basically tied with Maggie Hassan for this Senate seat. The one thing standing in Don Bolduc's way to winning this Senate seat is the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire. That is the truth. And Don Bolduc is not happy with libertarians. And so anytime that Don Bolduc sees libertarians coming, he avoids taking questions from libertarians at all costs. We have been kicked out of multiple of his events. He has canceled Q&As when he knew we were in the crowd because we wanted to ask him questions about his record on war. He has avoided every single time that we've tried to ask him this question. So last night, Joa went up to him with a camera and called him a war criminal and was going to ask a question about the war. Again, because we've been trying at every possible venue that we can. And what happened is that Don Bolduc pointed to the police to come over and get Joa. Then Don Bolduc's campaign bro manager came up to try to block him. Then Don Bolduc turned around and elbowed Joa in the chest. And then Don Bolduc's supporters broke through the barrier to try to attack Joa. That's what actually happened. But then Don Bolduc went in on the debate stage and said that he had been assaulted. He also got Joa arrested. And then his campaign went out to conservative media, releasing a story that said Don Bolduc was assaulted. He was not assaulted in any way. He has lied and done a conservative media tour where all conservative media is backing up his fictional account of what happened. And no one's talking about it. And we have video of all of it from multiple angles. So, Tim, we need you to talk about it. You might be the only one who can. Let me slow this down for you, and I will slow motion our way through this. So, you can see here. Okay. Don Bolduc is right there, is in the blue. Right here in the blue. This is Don Bolduc's douchey campaign manager. Don Bolduc is coming up to answer questions. And Joa, who you can now see come in on the left with the yellow shirt, sees his opportunity and runs up. Now, the campaign bro, because he doesn't want Don Bolduc talking to libertarians ever, tries to run interference. But Joa went up, and we're going to watch this from several angles. He put his left arm behind his back. He had the camera in the right hand. And at no time did he try to assault Don Bolduc. Let's play this slowly again. Joa runs up. There's no, he's out of Don Bolduc's personal space where he is. He approaches him. Campaign bro comes up, tries to block. Joa has not done anything to Don Bolduc. This is Don Bolduc pointing to the police. He's pointing to the police to tell them to come and arrest Joa. Joa hasn't done anything. And then, watch right here. Don Bolduc's supporters break through the wall. And if you want to know how I know this, this is me right here. This is how close I was to all this. Don Bolduc's supporters, we're looking over here, break through the wall that they created with signs. They touch Don Bolduc on the back. And then this guy, you'll see him with a flag. He's got a hat and a flag. He's going to go right at Joa and try to hit him with that flagpole. There it is. Joe is just backing up, backing up, backing up. You can see there was not a single punch that was swung. Joe is backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. And then Joa is the one that gets arrested. And then Don Bolduc faked You guys are not going to believe this. We're going to look at this from a different angle. Don Bolduc faked getting hurt by grasping his arm and saying, he hit me, he hit me, he hit me. And there's me, right in the fucking middle of it, per usual. All right. Now let's look at it from a different angle. Joa comes up. This is Don Bolduc. This is Joa. This is Douchey Campaign Bro. Joa comes up. His left hand is behind his back. Right hand is a camera. Bolduc supporters, there's no punch thrown. There are 0 punches thrown. You can see his hand remained behind his back the whole time. This is Don Bolduc pointing for the police. Then Don Bolduc supporters break through their own sign barricade that they created. It was not a police barricade. It was a sign barricade that they created. Came in and tried to slap Joe with a flag and chase him away. Now, this is the best angle right here, okay? Don Bolduc in the blue, Douchey Campaign Bro, Joa. Joa comes up. Look how far away he is. That's a lot of space between them. There's no punch being thrown. Comes up. Now watch. Don Bolduc's pointing to the police. Joa has not done anything to him. Don Bolduc's pointing at the police to come get him. Don Bolduc supporters break through the barrier. And now watch right here. Watch this space right here. Watch what happens. Don Bolduc throws an elbow. Boom. Don Bolduc did not get hit by Joa. Don Bolduc hit Joa. Don Bolduc was the only one who made contact there. Boom. And then Don Bolduc supporters went at Joa. Joa still hasn't swung, still hasn't done anything. Nothing. We're looking at it. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Mount the like button if you see what I'm seeing. Let me know if there's any other information I can provide you. I was there. I'm happy to answer any questions about this. Let's watch again. Again, pay attention. Right here. Right here. Don Bolduc elbows Joa. That was just zooming in. See, elbows Joa. This is not theoretical. Joa did not punch Don Bolduc. Joa did not swing at Don Bolduc. Don Bolduc elbowed Joa. And then Don Bolduc's supporters went at Joa. He backed up. He didn't do anything. Didn't touch anything. Just kept backing up. They all. And then, oh, watch this. This is another angle. Watch this. Okay. Check. This is possibly the most shameful part of this whole thing. Don Bolduc elbows Joa. This is right after Don Bolduc has elbowed Joa. Watch Don Bolduc. He grasps his arm as though Joa has hurt him. Look at this. He grasps his arm. So he elbowed Joa, which I don't think the elbow was that hard, if I'm honest. I'll be ethically honest in this. I don't think the elbow was that hard. It didn't knock Joa over or anything. But Don Bolduc was the first to throw a punch. He elbowed him, but then he went, ow, you hit me. He hit me. He hit me. He hit me 6 times. And this was after Don Bolduc had elbowed Joa. He then faked. This is a Jussie Smollett thing. He faked getting attacked for clout. He faked getting attacked so that he could have a story on the internet about a Republican being attacked. Again, look at this. We gotta rewind a little bit. Look at what he does. So he elbows Joa, and then he leans away and says, there he is, ow, pretending that he was injured. He was not hit. And then he took 2 steps back and said, he hit me, 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 he hit me 6 times. And this is all on the footage that we've already watched on this stream. If you missed it, you're going to have to go back to the start. It's 2 a.m. I'm not playing it again. And then he went inside to the debate stage where he lied and said he got attacked in the parking lot and don't we need to end all this political violence. And then, after getting Joa wrongly arrested, because he did get arrested for trespass. He got arrested for trespass and disorderly conduct. Funnily not for assault, which Don Bolduc claimed happened. So they got Joa arrested. Don Bolduc lied in the debate. And then Don Bolduc's campaign went on a conservative media blitz to sell this narrative that Don Bolduc was a poor victim of political violence so that he could go into the debate and say, woe is us, can't we stop the political violence, when he faked the whole thing. Let's watch the other footage. This footage is from Bill Barger, who is an amazing independent journalist in New Hampshire and also a sometimes comedian, I suppose, when he feels like it. But this footage is footage that Bill has put together, and Bill has spliced stuff together so that you can see some of the conservative media outlets that have lied, and he mixes that with clips of the actual footage, and then he has Don Bolduc at the end in the actual debate.
It's a sign of political problems, Republicans and Democrats, that fuel issues with people, that get them to the point where they are just so upset at an individual that they strike out at them. Happened to me outside just before I came in here, right?
Did it, Don? Did it really? So guys, that is the footage. I have now given Tim Pool what he said he needed. Tim, again, the links to all of this are in your DMs on Twitter. They are in Luke's DMs on Twitter. They are in Ian's DMs on Twitter and on Facebook. They are in your DM on Instagram. They are in the info@timcast email address, that whatever email that is on your website. I have tried every which way I can think of to get you this footage. I super chatted you 3 times tonight saying that the footage was in your DMs. The footage you requested, not the 10-second one, the 10-minute one. I'm sorry, dude, that it didn't get to you. I don't know what else I could have done. And please, please cover this. Don Bolduc got an innocent man arrested by faking an assault, went on the debate stage, lied about it, has this person smeared all over the conservative press. They're using his mugshot, which he was making a face for because he's a smartass and that's who he is. They have lied all over the conservative press about this for clout. And by the way, I want to say this clearly. Keep me Tim, if you tell this story, keep me out of it. Cuz this is not my story. So any insinuation that I'm just doing this for attention, and by the way, one of the reasons I'm doing this stream is because I know that my streams with Tim Pool's name in it get more views than normal because people want to see what I'm saying about him for some odd reason, and I need that because Tim, I need this footage to get to you. I am not doing this for attention. Do not use me in the story at all. It is not my story. It is Joa's story. Joa's channel is breaking the flaw on Twitter. Or not on well, he is on Twitter, on YouTube. Sorry, 2 a.m. Tired. Breaking the flaw. That is Joa's channel. This is his story. Talk about Ian Freeman, who is one of the people who took the footage. Talk about Bill Burger, because he'll really love that actually, and talk about his amazing footage. Don't put me in it at all. I don't want to be in it at all. It's not my story. But I happen to have the ability to make some noise to get your attention every once in a while when it's important. And Tim, this is important. This is important. An innocent man was smeared. The media is completely corrupt. Have lied up and down about what happened. All of them had the footage. I don't know in what universe this isn't a story. The corruption and ineptitude of the media alone is enough to make it a story. You know, a lot of people have questioned. I have an audience now, so I'm just talking now. I've already done my job. Now I'm going to talk for a few minutes, probably say some ill-advised things. A lot of people have questioned my association with the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire and why I joined the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire. And one of the theories was always, oh, she's just an attention-seeking grifter, which, by the way, when you're the conservative darling and you basically give them all the finger to go become a libertarian, and you think that's a grifting opportunity, that is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. That is stupid. I joined the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire because they were the only people that were fighting for the anti-CRT bill in New Hampshire in early 2021. The Republicans were not. The Republicans screwed the whole thing up. I was pissed. I met the Mises Caucus. My views were more aligned with them anyway, and that's how I joined them. And over the last year and a half, these people have become my friends. I talk to these people every day. They are some of the best people that I know. Good people, integrity, principled. Will always be there to help you out if you need to be helped, because they're actually trying to create a community. And I feel very, very blessed to be a part of that community. I was very blessed with the way I came into like the libertarian culture because I'm surrounded by some of the best libertarians in the world. Most principled libertarians in the world. I've learned a lot. But this wasn't a grift. This wasn't to get attention. These people are my friends and they're good people and they don't deserve to be treated like this and they don't deserve to be smeared all over the place when we have footage proving it's all a lie, and they don't deserve to be arrested for asking a question about war. They don't deserve any of this. These are some of the best activists in the country. These are people who have picked up everything to move here to create a better world. They're smart and they're kind and they are painted as subhuman every single day by the people in this state. The progressives mostly, but The Republicans aren't that pleased with us right now, I'll tell you that. I believe in this. This is real. This is not for attention, this is not for clout, and anyone who thinks you get clout by becoming a libertarian has no idea what's going on. I am doing this because I want this story told. I don't want to be a part of it. I just happen to have a way to make noise. I want the story told because my friend got wrongfully arrested and then made a national spectacle of. And it was all caught on tape. And no one seems to have the integrity to tell the goddamn truth about what happened. And it's not right. So, do with that as you will. That's really all I have, guys. If you have any questions, chat them in. I'll stick around. I will give you 8 more minutes of my night. If we have any questions, and please, if you appreciate me being up at 2 a.m. showing you this footage and talking you through some of this stuff, please mount that like button for me. If you are interested in a more coherent walkthrough, because I'm actually, awake, I did do the stream yesterday was very good, but I've been doing content on this for the last 2 days almost exclusively. So if you want to see the footage again, obviously you can watch this stream or you can watch any of the other streams. I did a really good walkthrough and breakdown yesterday. I streamed the night that it happened. I was streaming at 2 a.m. on Wednesday evening talking about this before when it was just starting to hit the conservative media. So you can go back and watch the previous streams. I will make sure that the link to the Facebook stream, excuse me, which is what Tim said he wanted, is in the description of the video. It's pinned to the top of the chat right now, and that's really it. It's almost 2 a.m. Yeah, this is actually live. I know. I can't believe it either. I'm going to bed in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Well, welcome. I hope you do like me. I'm not really awake right now. I usually do this during the day, but welcome. Yeah, guys, and please, like, if anyone can help get this Tim Pool, god damn it. Don't even send him this video. Of course, okay, someone will, whatever. But just send him the goddamn Facebook link. Don't even mention me. Just send him the Facebook link. Well, yes, I'm basically putting a giant beacon right now saying, Tim Pool's people, I don't appeal to you often, but please come and find me right now. Because this is actually important, man. This is actually important. All right. I don't think I see any questions. So if you're confused about what happened, you're going to have to start from the start of the stream. Yeah, so Dennis says, hang on. It takes a second for my other chat to pop up. There it goes. Dennis said, I know Tim talked about it on the live show, and Tim said, the reason I'm doing this stream is because I've been trying to get Tim the footage he's been asking for all day. I have tried every which way. What Tim just, okay, we'll do a little wrap up. Then bed. What Tim said he needed today was the full and complete footage so that he could make sure that nothing was taken out of context, which I understand and respect. Fine, that makes sense. Okay, valid. I have it. I've sent it to Tim in every way I can possibly think of to send it to him. And we tuned into the live show tonight, hoping that he had a chance to watch it. And I totally understand if he didn't. But what he said on the stream tonight was, I haven't seen the 10-minute footage. No one has sent me the 10-minute footage. They're just spamming me with the 10-second footage. And I understand he may have been confused or may not have registered or he just didn't see it. Okay, fine. He has the full footage. He has the footage. In 19 different places, he has the footage. And now I have played it on this stream tonight. So he definitely has the footage. And I just want him to look at it. And then he can decide what he wants to do with it. But I don't understand a reality in which Tim Pool does not cover this story. I'm sorry. I know I haven't been, like, listening to Tim Pool really well for, like, a year and a half. Every once in a while, and that's not a knock on him. I don't listen to anyone, okay? It's a rule. I don't listen to anyone because I don't wanna live in this stuff all day. But I haven't really listened to Tim in, like, a year and a half, but I did listen to him for a while back in the day when I was red pilling, and he was really helpful to me, and I don't know a reality in which Tim Pool doesn't tell this story, unless there's something going on that is shady, or there's some political maneuver he's trying to make. And so I've just been trying to get him this goddamn footage all day, because I think if he actually watches the footage, he will see exactly what we see. And the story is not necessarily even about the elbow that Don Bolduc gave Joa in the chest. The story is that Don Bolduc lied about it on the debate stage and then did a conservative media blitz where he lied all over the place, got an innocent man arrested, has smeared this person for the rest of his life, and he did it to become a story of a Republican who's been a victim of political violence to get media coverage in the last days of the election. I don't understand a reality where Tim Pool doesn't tell this story. Unless he's changed a lot since I last watched him. If he decides not to, fair enough. It's his show. He can do what he wants. But I don't know who else we can get to tell this story. And I'm sorry, it's an important story and it should be covered. It should be covered. If fairness and justice mean anything, it means that powerful politicians shouldn't be able to put innocent people in jail because they're asking inconvenient questions. So Tim has the footage now. He can watch it. He can do what he likes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna have to go back to the start of the stream because I'm going to bed, honey. All right, guys, that's all I have. Again, please help me get the message out. I don't know what else to do. If anyone has any additional ideas on how to spread the word about Don Bolduc hoaxing an assault days before a senatorial election, anyone has any other ideas, let me know because I'm out and I'm going to bed. All right, guys, good night. We'll see you soon.